Yeah.
We knew we had to get some turnovers. I mean, we were holding them to like 3 and outs and things like that, but we knew we had to get after the ball and get some turnovers.
And what kind of confidence does this give you going into Oregon?
This gives us a lot of confidence. We were already confident in ourselves, so just establish even more. So every week we're just getting better.
Sonny, what is a game like this? You're playing a guy like Caleb who falls forward all the time. I mean, for you guys in the front seven, what does a game like this physicality dictate everything up front? What does it do?
I mean, coming into the week, we just know we gotta, when we hit them, it's all 11 to the ball, knock it back. Like you said, they get hit at 3, 4 more yards after contact, things like that. With a team like that, you got to win on first down.
Does it feel like mission accomplished in that regard tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we were winning first down a lot. I mean, it popped off one big run on us.
Yeah.
With me and Cody in there, we could have played it better, but we were a little upset that we didn't really want to score a touchdown. We were just upset about that.
A lot of people have been looking forward to the Oregon game. Now you guys can start looking at Oregon already.
Excited. Obviously, the matchup game. They're a great team. A lot of talented players on the team. So, got to prepare good and just get better every week and be ready for the game.
Sonny, they were backed up on the goal line there, and you shot a gap. Cody got to stop. What does that do when you guys are so physical up front? And what does that do energy-wise for the whole defense?
I think that just brings confidence to the whole defense. I think in terms of like a tough defense, I feel like that has to start with like the linebackers coming downhill and setting the tone. Obviously, you got to have a great D-line, great DB, things like that. Safeties, cracker plays, things like that. But I feel like the linebackers got to run the show, and they got to be the ones that are like everyone's feeding off their toughness.
So you guys talked a lot about wanting to be the toughest team in the country. Does a game like this feel like, I know you guys, it's a long season, but do you feel like you proved that you are that, or you can be that going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think we showed some toughness today. I think guys are physical up front on both sides of the ball. Obviously our offense had like 200 and some rushing yards. We held them under 100. So that's always good. But like I said, you got to keep getting better every week. This game's over. After today, this game's over. So it's a new week.
Yeah, how hyped were you for this from the standpoint of what Caleb Johnson said during the week, but also their strength was running the football and stuff. And did you feel like somebody challenged you in your own backyard? What was that feeling?
Yeah, it was definitely a challenge to our front seven. I mean, they're supposed to be one of the better rushing attacks in the country, so it was a challenge to our front seven. I think we took that challenge well today.
Thanks, son.
What does it take for you guys to be satisfied? Are you satisfied with today's game? What's it going to take? A lot of the games say we're satisfied.
You're always happy to win. It's not easy to win. You're never really satisfied. Like, I feel good. Like, I feel great about that game. There's always stuff to work on. And I think that's a sign of a good defense, good defensive coordinator, because he's always pushing us to get better. Regardless of the outcome of the game, there's always things to get better at.
Sonny, you guys have been dominant in third quarters this year. What do you think it is about you guys coming out of the locker room that really allows you to dominate the first half?
I think it's just the way Coach Day approached our entire camp coming into this season. And then each week we talk about the last 4 minutes of the second quarter and then the first 4 minutes of the third quarter and how it determines a lot of games. So it's been a huge emphasis, and I think that's what starts with Coach Day.
Are there things you guys do in the locker room at halftime that you think leads to those strong starts at the start of the second half?
I think guys just talking to each other, reminding each other, like, hey, middle eight. Like, we got to win the middle eight. And I think that when you're putting an emphasis on that, you kind of just come out with a little more extra juice, knowing that the middle eight can determine the rest of the game.
Just want to know what's it like from the sideline to watch Jeremiah Smith make grabs like that.
He's ridiculous. I mean, you see it in practice. We got some great DBs, so they challenge him a little bit, but you see him make great plays in practice, so it's not even surprising at this point.
How, if at all, do you feel like the first few games of the season have prepared you for the Oregon matchup next week?
I think we've seen a lot of different stuff, so we're ready to stop the run. We've seen a little bit of pass game. Obviously, we got a really talented quarterback, a bunch of talented receivers, so I don't know if we've seen people that talented. But I mean, we got some talented guys as well, and we go against the best offense in the country every day. So I think we're more than prepared. Just got to get ready this week.
Has it felt like there's been a bit of a build-up to that? I mean, you start with a couple different teams, you play Michigan State, then Iowa. Does it feel like it's kind of been building to this moment with Oregon?
I wouldn't technically say it build up, because I think our focus is more it's week by week.
Yeah.
Like, this week is them. Once that game's on, now it's them. We're not looking ahead to Oregon. We're going week by week. Now Oregon's here, so now we're focused on Oregon.
Do you feel like today was a step forward for you in terms of playing that linebacker position, playing a complete game?
Yeah, I thought I just played free. I started doing like a tradition with my grandparents where I like pray with them before games, just pray for confidence in them and God and things like that. And I feel like when you play with that confidence, you just play more free and just go fast. Don't worry about anything.
Did you feel like you didn't play as free in previous games?
I mean, I thought there was a few times just playing a little slow. I could go more. A few plays I could have made that I didn't. I feel like today I was playing a little more free, just playing fast, getting downhill.
Tony, late in the first half, you had that TFL. It looked like they had you lined up on the defensive line. What is it about that formation that allows you to get back there so quickly?
Yeah, just so I was on the offensive line and he was ineligible, so I'm about to go shoot my gun right here.
What was that series like for you? You had the TFL there. You also had the tackle on third down as well.
It felt good. Just got me going a little bit. It just feels good to play fast, so that's what felt good. I felt like I was going after that.
You mentioned, you saw a bunch of different offenses, but it looks in the first couple of weeks. Oregon obviously likes to spread you out. Does that help going into a game like this?
In terms of seeing
different looks and kind of seeing teams that want to spread you out a little bit.
Yeah,
Because Iowa's just not that type of offense.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen a lot of different offenses, like I said, so I think it definitely helps. There's not too much we can surprise us with, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've got a feel for different kinds of offenses, so I think that's good. But like I said, though, we obviously haven't seen this kind of talented of offense, so we've got to get ready for that.
You guys talk about having a different standard with this program a lot. I would say that 35-7 and over a decent Big Ten opponent counts as a slow day at the office, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's hard to win this conference, so we got to be happy about winning. But I mean, I think for the defense, for our mindset, like we wanted to shut them out. We feel like we're fully capable of doing that. I think we gave up a cheap one late, so we're a little frustrated about that. Few big plays that we kind of allowed, things like that. Like I said, so there's always things to correct.
Sonny, when the offensive line plays like they did today, can you feel that energy on the defensive side of the ball when you're on the sideline?
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing the offensive line moving, one of the best defenses moving them back 5 yards, getting 6 yards carry or whatever. It definitely gives us some juice. I mean, we're getting TFLs and knocking them back 3 and outs, so it gives us some juice as well.
Is that something, I mean, every year it's new teams and trying to find a new identity, right? Is that something you feel like this team can hang its hat on, being able to win the trenches almost at the ball?
Yeah, I mean, I think our defensive line is great. They showed it. First 2 games, the offensive line showed it. They're getting 150, 200 yard, rushing yard games. So I think we do have a huge emphasis in the front 7 on both sides. But yeah, I feel like this team's super close. So I mean, since we're so close, we're always feeding off each other all the time. Like, the whole game, Quinn Chong ended up the sideline with us talking about like, hit him in the face, keep hitting him. So I mean, when you got someone like that, like just keep feeding off each other. It's great.
You said maybe you felt like you were playing a little slower for the game, so what do you think changed a little bit?
Just a mindset, just play fast, play free. Things aren't going to be perfect. I think the way we approached the week as a linebacker room, I think we had a really good week where guys were playing fast and playing downhill. And I think we kind of stepped into that challenge fit.
Excited for what's next, Harrison?
Oh yeah, a huge game, matchup game. Excited to be a true test of our defense when we have this offense we played this year.
A different pace of play.
Yeah, definitely a different pace. Yeah. So we're gonna have to adjust and adapt.
Do you like that though, or do you prefer a game like today where it's like just?
I like today. It's a lot of tackles for the front 7, so that's good for me. But regardless of what the offense is, I'm just happy to play. It's a big time game.